My child, stop for a moment. Do not rush past this message. Do not let another distraction pull your attention away. If these words have found you today, take a breath and allow your heart to become still. You have been asking questions that you haven't always had the courage to speak aloud. You have wondered when things would finally change. You have wondered whether I heard those prayers you whispered when nobody was around. You have wondered why your journey has taken so much longer than you expected. But today, I want you to hear this clearly. I have not forgotten you, not for one moment. I have seen every battle you fought in silence. I have seen the tears you wiped away before anyone could notice. I have seen you encourage other people while secretly wondering who would encourage you. I saw you smile when your heart was tired. I saw you keep going when you had every reason to give up. And I saw the little piece of faith you protected even when disappointment tried to destroy it. My child, you thought the silence meant I was absent. It did not. There were seasons when you couldn't see what I was doing because I was working beyond what your eyes could understand. You wanted immediate answers, but I was preparing something deeper than an immediate answer. You wanted a door to open. I was preparing you for what was waiting behind it. You wanted the delay to end. I was using the delay to strengthen you. You thought you were being held back, but I was protecting you. There were things you prayed for that would have hurt you if they had arrived too early. There were relationships you wanted that I knew would have wounded you. There were opportunities that looked perfect from the outside, but carried consequences you could not see. So when I said no, you thought I had rejected you. When I said wait, you thought I had forgotten you. When the door remained closed, you thought heaven had become silent. But now you can begin to understand. Some closed doors were answers to prayers you were not yet mature enough to recognize. I was protecting your future. I was protecting your peace. I was protecting the purpose I place inside you. My child, you are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not disqualified. You are not behind. You have been walking through a process that was preparing you for what comes next. Every delay taught you something. Every disappointment strengthened something. Every tear watered something. Every season you thought was wasted was producing something inside you that you could not yet see. And now the season is changing. The things that once confused you will begin to make sense. The pieces that seemed disconnected will begin to come together. The prayers you almost stopped believing in will remind you why you kept trusting me. You may have forgotten some of the things you once asked me for. I have not forgotten. I remember the prayer you whispered late at night. I remember the moment you looked toward heaven and said, God, I don't understand anymore, but I still trust you. I remember the tears. I remember the surrender. I remember the faith that remained when your feelings disappeared. Nothing you gave to me in sincerity was wasted. Not one prayer, not one tear, not one act of obedience, not one moment when you chose faith over fear. I saw it all. And now I want you to prepare your heart for a new season, not because you need to force anything to happen, but because you need to recognize what I am doing when it begins to unfold. The change may not arrive exactly the way you imagined. It may come through a conversation, through an unexpected opportunity, through a connection you never anticipated, through a door you stopped knocking on, through a direction you never considered. Do not limit me to the way you think your answer must arrive. I know how to bring you where you need to be. I know how to connect the right people. I know how to close the wrong doors. I know how to redirect your steps. And I know how to restore what you thought was permanently lost. My child, there is something I need you to understand about your waiting. Waiting was not punishment. It was preparation. You were asking me to change your circumstances while I was changing you. You were asking me to remove the pressure while I was building your strength. You were asking me to accelerate the process while I was preparing you to carry the blessing without losing yourself inside it, because I don't simply want to give you something. I want to prepare you to steward it. I don't want to give you a temporary moment of happiness. I want to establish something that brings lasting peace. I don't want to give you an opportunity that destroys your character. I want to lead you towards something that aligns with your purpose. That is why the process took longer than you wanted. But longer does not mean forgotten. Silence does not mean abandonment. Delay does not mean denial. Sometimes the greatest work is happening in the places you cannot see. So breathe, my child. Release the need to understand every detail. You do not need to know every step before you take the next one. Trust me with what you cannot see. You spent too much time measuring your life against someone else's timeline. You look at their success and wonder why yours has taken longer. You see their relationship and wonder when yours will come. You see their opportunities and wonder why your door remains closed. But listen to me. Their timeline is not your timeline. I did not create you to live someone else's story. I created you for your own journey. What I have prepared for you does not need to look like what I prepared for someone else. Stop comparing. Stop counting. Stop asking whether you are behind. You are exactly where you need to be for the next chapter of your journey. And when the right moment comes, what took years to prepare can change in a moment. One conversation can change your direction. One opportunity can change your circumstances. One decision can change your future. One door can introduce you to a completely different season. But when that moment comes, remember who carried you through the wilderness. Do not worship the blessing and forget the one who brought you through the battle. The greatest gift is not what you receive. The greatest gift is knowing that you were never walking alone. My child, I was with you when you cried. I was with you when you doubted. I was with you when you felt invisible. I was with you when you had to begin again. I was with you when people walked away. I was with you when your